Pro Group Management. Workers' comp that works for you.
This is 7 at 7 from the Las Vegas Review-Journal.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Renee Summerhour. Coming out of a big weekend for the Raiders, we're starting your Monday off with sports with Review-Journal's Cassie Soto.
Sports, sponsored by Station Casinos STN Sports. Download the app and get a bonus up to $100 when you sign up. Death, taxes, and the Raiders winning in overtime thrillers. The Silver and Black are playoff bound for the first time since 2016 after defeating the Chargers 35-32 in OT on Sunday Night Football. The Raiders defense could not get off the field as they allowed the Chargers to convert on 6 of 7 fourth downs. Luckily for the Raiders offense, running back Josh Jacobs recorded a career-high 132 yards. But once again, the Silver and Black relied on the trusty leg of kicker Daniel Carlson to secure the win. The Raiders extend their season and will play the Cincinnati Bengals on Saturday in the first game of the Super Wild Card weekend.
We made it to the playoffs. It's awesome. It's probably the coolest accomplishment I think I've ever had in my life, football-wise.
Now to your top stories brought to you by Nevada Hand's Silver Sky Assisted Living Community. Learn more at nevadahand.org. Las Vegas was host to the nation this weekend as Harry Reid was remembered in a state he called home. Review-Journal's James Schaefer has more.
Family, friends, and major political figureheads gathered at the Smith Center Saturday to remember the life and legacy of former Nevada Senator Harry Reid.
He was uncomfortable when people said too many nice things about him.
Former President Barack Obama remembered Harry Reid with kind words shared by a who's who of U.S. leaders that had flocked to the Smith Center in downtown Las Vegas. As Reid's flag-shrouded casket made its way inside the room, silence fell about the crowd as military honor guard positioned the casket between 2 bouquets of white flowers in front of center stage. A stage that shared the voices of Speaker of the House Nancy Pelosi, President Joe Biden, and former President Barack Obama.
I could not have asked for a better, truer friend. Sure did love you back.
For the Las Vegas Review-Journal, I'm James Schaefer.
We're now seeing reports of the most homicides in Clark County since 2017, the year when the October 1st mass shooting happened. Review-Journal's Jen Ah breaks down these startling numbers. Jen?
Renee, data compiled from multiple agencies in Clark County show law enforcement investigated 245 homicides in 2021. As you mentioned, that's the most since 2017, the year when 264 were killed, including 58 in the immediate aftermath of that mass shooting at a music festival. Our crime reporter says what really surprised her was the number of people shot to death last year.
This year, almost 70% of homicide victims were victims of gunshots. And the homicide lieutenant said a lot of that comes down to illegal gun access, as in people stealing guns, registered gun owners keeping them in unsafe places like cars or nightstands where it's easy for either children or criminals to get to those guns.
When broken down by gender, majority killed were men due to some sort of dispute or domestic situation. Here's also a chart on homicides broken down by race and area. As for officer-involved shootings, across the board, law enforcement shot fewer people in 2021. Renee?
In more news, a family friend describes a Las Vegas visitor shot and killed on New Year's Eve as a devoted grandmother. The 66-year-old Hawaii resident, Clarice Yamaguchi, was killed in what police describe as a robbery attempt at Fashion Show Mall. Her friend wrote she was always a kind, sweet, and generous person who also spent her free time supporting her grandchildren. In your business news, sponsored by Bank of Nevada, Bank on Accountability, CES ends another year here in Las Vegas with lower than average attendance, likely due to COVID case surges. The Consumer Technology Association reported fewer than a quarter of the convention's usual turnout showed up last week. That's about 40,000 people compared to more than 170,000 people. The association also reported that more than 2,300 companies from all over the world exhibited, and even with difficult travel restrictions, 30% came from foreign countries. Now it's time to take a look at your local weather forecast for the Las Vegas Valley. Happy Monday, everyone. Sunny with highs in the low 60s is forecasted today. Clouds will move in this evening, lows around 38 degrees. For the rest of the week, similar conditions throughout the week. Daytime highs will stay in the mid to low 60s all week long. Evening lows increasing to the mid 40s starting Wednesday. Light to variable winds affecting us until midweek. Also a slight chance of rain later this week. In your health news, the UNLV's Paradise Campus COVID testing site moved to Sam Boyd Stadium, opening Sunday to massive lines of cars that caused traffic delays. Some showed up as early as noon to get tested, though the site does not open until 5:30 p.m. The UNLV testing site relocated to this location with the hopes that the larger area would accommodate the recent surge of demand for COVID testing.
Sports betting, sponsored by Las Vegas Paiute Tribal Smoke and Cigar Shop. The Raiders' wild playoff clinching 35-32 overtime win over the Chargers was a big loss for Las Vegas sportsbooks. BetMGM alone lost almost $1 million on the game as bettors were all over the silver and black on the money line, which paid plus 150 as 3-point underdogs, and in parlays with over the total of 50. Books were small winners otherwise on the NFL's inaugural Week 18 as underdogs went 11-5 against the spread with 7 outright wins.
In your lifestyle news, ahead of the Raiders' big win on Sunday, the team honored the late Hall of Fame coach John Madden. A special display showcased the former Raider coach's special moments from his iconic career, with memorial walls around for fans to sign. Fans could tour the famed Madden Cruiser, a Greyhound bus converted into Madden's road office. The Madden family also made an appearance Sunday to light the Al Davis Memorial Torch before the game. In your entertainment news, sponsored by DiscoverYourNevada.com, brought to you by Travel Nevada, one of Las Vegas's own begins his second season in a Disney show drama. 15-year-old Preston Oliver has made appearances in shows like This Is Us and Chicago Fire. Now he's getting ready for his second season on Secrets of Sulphur Springs.
He seems to be handling the dual responsibilities of teendom and acting pretty well. He works at a local fast food place when he's not on set, and says that everybody over there is really good about it, and and his friends don't really care that he's a Disney actor.
The show can be found on Disney+. Thank you for watching 7 at 7 a.m. I'm Renee Summerhour. If you have a Roku device, search Review Journal to download our channel. Watch Las Vegas breaking news streaming live on your OTT device. We'll see you back here later today for 7 at 7 p.m. from the Las Vegas Review Journal. Have a great day.
Review Journal Studio, sponsored by Adam Kuttner. Get the maximum settlement as quickly as possible. This 7 at 7 update, sponsored by Pro Group Management. You're watching 7 at 7 from the Las Vegas Review Journal.